Very bright. Very bright. That's okay. Some package this year. Hope you guys have had an awesome evening so far. I found myself doing my cold plunge and kind of gonna do a quick stream or last probably like hour or so before I hop into the gym. Yeah. What's going on? What's going on? Relax music. That's legendary, bro. Sounds like a strong name. Hope you guys have been finding yourself creatively inspired in your lives right now. You know, whatever you are at, whatever phase of your journey. Hope you're just allowing yourself to just embrace it and create momentum. Let's pop into D sharp. Can I play Wonderwall? I don't think I can. Nah, I can't perform Wonderwall. It's a good song though, but yeah, not for one. Let's see, gonna get chimes. Those chimes, man, those chimes just blow my mind. So great. So simple, such a simple sound, but Let's go into the major scale. That's it. I think it's there, yeah. There it is. Thank you, brother. That's fun. I've been right now experimenting with, basically, I've been experimenting with the key of D sharp and, just the minor key, D sharp minor, which blends really well in the piano. But then when I'm transitioning to, say, the key of E major, that actually makes so it complements very well, but it's something I gotta really exercise and really like practicing. Because on the piano, I don't scale a lot in the E major scale, but it's actually pretty easy. Beautiful. Let's see if I switch. a different scale. What is good? What's good? Oldie was called Bread. Facts. Yeah, I do remember Bread. Yeah, I didn't recognize the OG name burger. Yeah, welcome back, Bread. What's good, brother? I know you're like an early subscriber in this domain. Yes, sir. Something brings everyone to an old life. Absolutely, brother. That's really what I feel I'm very attracted to. It's what I desire to achieve. Is like a very like ancient sound. You know, it's like world building, but like ancient worlds. It feels good. You know, it feels like it connects you in a very unique way. That was a very interesting key shift. That worked very well. Absolutely, absolutely, brother. Music is what we all have. Yeah, it's like even the birds, even the cats, you know, dogs, of course. They I think they're feeling like a similar realm of like when you play music, when you sing a song or something, they really like they respond. It's like it's a universal field that goes way beyond words historically. What is up? What is good? I can't guess what. What's good, Heaven? What's poppin'? Getting ready to get married. Beautiful, yeah. Love is love. Love is beautiful. Love is beautiful. That's amazing. Yeah, yeah. We love love. When you start to understand the things you have to bring people ancient vibes and atmosphere. Mmm. Yeah. I don't know. The way I see it, like I was reflecting on this earlier when I was in the forest. It's like all of us, like in so many realms, right? We forget we've forgotten in so many ways how to connect to the ancient, to the primal, the ancient, our ancient ancestors. Like it's like there's almost like there's a part of us on pretty much every level in the modern context, like modern 2026, where we literally are just desiring to reconnect to the primal, to honor like our ancient ancestors, like to sort of tap into what it was to feel what they felt, like live in a way that was harmonious with nature. That was a very ancient model of way, and I think the more we hear that, the more we think about that, we just recognize that that's true. Like there's a part of us that desires to just connect with this like primal or primordial part of the human experience. It makes sense why we're attracted to like our the like history, basically ancient worlds. I swear though, there's something really very ancient and of course like very like dramatic about key shifts, like the effective key shifts. That's kind of what I'm experimenting with in essence, right? What's going on? What's going on, Alicia? My name is Ryan. Yeah, it's Ryan. Ryan. Key shifts when they're done so tastefully, just they're just such mind-blowing experiences. Keep this open here. What's going on? Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Absolutely, lived more. Maybe one in every historical Possibly. It's funny actually. When I went for a run, I went for a cold plunge, and I ran into these dudes, these young kids that were like, I don't even know, must have been like 9 years old. They're these young boys that were like, basically they were filming themselves doing jumps, like forest parkour in the forest. It was super dope interaction, but it's so funny. Like, I walked up, I was like running through the forest, and they go up to me and they're just like, "Yo, you should watch us do this jump." And I was just like, they're like, "Yeah, like this guy, like watch us do the jump." And I was like, "Yeah, bro." I was like, "Of course." I was like, "That's legendary." And they like did some forest parkours, did some like little jumps. I was like, "Sick." And then at some point, I ran up to the area where they're jumping, and they're like, "Oh, sick! Are you gonna do this? Gonna do a jump?" And I was like, "Yeah, bro." And I basically did like a one-handed cartwheel aerial off the jump. And then I guess they just walked up to me. They're like, "Wow, that was insane." And they're just like, "Are you a samurai?" And I was like, I don't think I'm a samurai, but I resonate with samurais. Like probably in a past life. Which is, yeah, an interesting reminder because I've always felt like I was a samurai in a past life. I have no clear memories or any sort of reasoning beyond just a feeling that that was kind of the piece of it. And I also just really resonate with samurais. Like I really honor everything to do with their lifestyle, the sort of cultural dimension of it, the philosophy of it. It's just beautiful. Let's go into this one. Yeah, so then I just went off and then I just did my cold plunge. It's a very interesting reminder. I was like, damn, this is like a sign from the universe of just like the importance of like integrating energy and just being a good example, for the younger generation. There's literally like a direct representation of these like legends that were just doing forest parkour. It's sort of just like a younger version of myself. And I was like, man, like this is like a powerful, powerful sign. It feels very significant. What's that? So I'm in the major, yeah. Interesting. So I gotta go. That's a key shift. Okay. Yo, thank you. I appreciate you, Samson. And yeah, thank you. This shirt, it's very comfortable, and it was a good gift. It was a gift from a friend of mine. Yeah. Some wild key shifts there. That's on the major scale. Wow. And then just Keisha. This goes in very interesting directions, man. It's like a night full of calling stars. Thank you, brother. Clayton, my least favorite troll. My least very unskilled comedian right here, my guy. So if I stick to the major scale, to the D minor. I. That transition was not as clean as I'd like it to be. I think that's the thing, is I think with navigating the G sharp minor key, it's going to come down to very particular chords. So if we're in G sharp, of course, major 7. Alternate keys can teach us so much. Naturally. Nice. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, it's that major. It's not enough roasting for that. We'll do a tasteful key shift. Getting a bit cooked. All these mind blowing, all these key shifts, it's like throwing me off. We'll get back on track. One second. What I'm noticing, I kind of explained this at the start. I gotta get something for this chair. But yeah, it's like basically, I understand naturally how to navigate the guitar in various keys, and I'm my chosen keys is primarily like E, E major. Then I'm also trying to fuse with D sharp minor. And I'm trying to sort of match the way that those scales align with the piano, which on the piano, the D sharp minor is pretty easy, or the minor. But I'm not very fluent at the E major scale. I mean, it's pretty easy, but I don't have it down via improv. But I'm getting close. And of course, there's just so many tasteful key shifts that I can kind of involve in between that I like to do. It's pretty simple though. Wow, that was a weird shift. Oh yeah. That's a great way to key shift. It's like a Spanish way to key shift. Music. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Yeah, that's what's so dope is like, these very like high minor chords, like these babies, are so so diverse, so multi-dimensional. But of course, you can do them. That's more of like orienting a major or minor scale. Excellent, excellent way for what I'm trying to go for. Like fusing the piano. Yeah. I'm just rambling out loud, but yes. You can probably hear what's happening. It sounded pretty interesting. I'm just so enamored with these chimes. Like, the strings themselves, I've been stoked on those the last couple days. But it's like the chimes, for some reason, they're just so powerful where naturally they're like a perfect contrast between a lot of things they do. Like they breathe life. And then the pan flute is doing the same thing, but it's like breathing life in the gaps, which the chimes do, but it does it in a different way. But of course, that's the same thing I do with except it's melodic. Yeah, it almost like reminds me from like it's very like cinematic where it's like, like it's like a dreamy sound that's kind of like in a very profound part of a movie. The character is deep in contemplation. like just thinking about the universe. And then then the energy changes. And we're back to the major. Life as well as depth. Never growing. Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. It's like, yeah. That's why I like dance a lot. Like when you really feel into the dimension of dance, like tutting is like what I do, like liquid tutting, animation, all that beautiful stuff. You'll see like how movement, and of course movement within music and all of it, it's like there's like an ebb and flow that is like emulated in everything we do. You know, it's like you kind of get down to the heart of it. It's the same with qigong. Like qigong is you're integrating movements. You're allowing yourself to feel the frame and then releasing of the frame. And you know, the ebb and flow of everything. And of course music is exactly that. But all life is really. The attack was a little bit strong, but that was nice. I don't know where that transition was to the major. It didn't sound. Yeah. going on, brother? Good evening. Told that I think dancer, actor, and they all the same start from the music. It's like an architecture arc. Do you have to understand? Absolutely, brother. Yeah, I think about that a lot too, because I'm in the realm of performance arts. You know, I'm like new to acting, but I'm very deep into like acrobatics, fire performance, tutting, and yeah, I see the parallel in all of them. Like, I think they're all a very powerful quest. And as a musician as well, it's like this is like they all have very powerful parallels that allow you to like learn how to be a better performer. And it's all just like, yeah, a lot of it's just the depth of just like the performance. Yeah, that's for the major scale. That is this will be the next evolution. 611, 611. Very cool. Very cool. Yes. Let's see. 611. I'm probably gonna head to the gym quite soon. This was kind of just a nice moment to just send some good energy to the world of YouTube. Sweet. When I told you to play, I remember you. I sort of recognize that recommendation, yeah. I'm gonna find this, I'm gonna get it. I know for a fact. Yeah. Nods de Amor. Very cool, very cool. And creating a sort of magic DNA. That's phenomenal, brother. Thank you for sharing. That's amazing. Exceptional. Beautiful. 16. Alright, I think I'm going to put an exit to the stream. It's kind of a short stream tonight because I'm finding, yeah, I'm going to go to the gym, do some strength training, yeah. This has been interesting, though, kind of learning to bridge these worlds. I feel once after I go off the stream, I'm going to experiment with kind of trying to scale through this major scale on the piano. I feel like I'm so close to really crystallizing this really beautiful realm of improv. But yes, anyways, thank you so much for chiming in. Deeply appreciate you guys chiming in. Yeah. This has been great. Yeah, if this content resonates with you, you're viewing, feel free to subscribe to this channel. Yeah, I create meditative sound journeys and I teach guitar. Yeah, among various things. I deeply appreciate the support. Much love. Bless. Ashe.